My name is Alexis Hoffman, and these are my audience members.
I'm Abby Hess, I'm 18, and I'm audience member number 1.
I'm Mason Braswell, I'm 17, and I'm audience member number 2.
I'm Eli Hovis, I'm 18, and I'm audience number 3.
I'm Madison Davis, I'm 17, and I'm audience member number 4.
Hi, I'm Abby Kennedy, I'm 18, and I'm audience member number 5.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Klein, I'm 17, I'm audience member number 6.
Wait. I'm Natalie Roper, and I'm 17, I'm audience member number 7. I'm Alexis Hoffman, and today I will be talking to you about the life of Zach Bryan. My purpose is to inform my audience about the life of Zach Bryan. I will be talking about his life before fame, the difference between his older songs and his newer songs, and the events that affect his music. Zach Bryan is one of my favorite singers and one of the fastest growing country musicians. Zach Bryan has a huge fan base and is very important to show the details of his life and his music so people know what his music is about. I'm very credible because I know all of his songs by heart, and I have followed him throughout his whole entire career, and I have also done my research on him and his life. My first key idea is Zach Bryan's life before fame. My second key idea is the difference between his new albums and his old albums. My third key idea is the events that affected his music. The first thing I will be discussing is his life before fame. He was born into a military family, and he was born in Japan because that's where his dad was stationed. Whenever he was 8 years old, they moved back to the United States, and he grew up in Oklahoma. I found all of this information from americasongwriter.com. He has always wanted to be in the Navy, so whenever he was a teenager, he joined the Navy. He was an active duty member until he was 25. They honorably discharged him so he could pursue his music career and singing. And I got all of this information from biography.com. I think his life before he got famous is very important, but I also think the difference between his new albums and his old albums is very interesting. I'll be discussing the difference. His new albums have more of a variety of energetic songs and slower songs. He came out with he came out of his shell a little bit and gave more of a variety to his music. He mixed country, rock, and folk all in one. In his newer albums, American Heartbreaker, there's songs like Heavy Eyes, which are very energetic, but there's also songs like Half Grown, which is very meaningful and slower. All of his songs are very meaningful. And his older albums is mostly slow songs. Like in his album Deanne, all of his songs are meaningful and slow. And the album is only country music. There's no fast songs or anything else. Zach Bryan has evolved and started to become a better artist throughout his albums. There's been a lot of different things that have affected his music, and I'll be discussing the events that Zach Bryan has kind of mentioned or talked about through his songs and his music. The first big one is his mother passed away. His first album, Deanne, was in remembrance of his mom, and the whole album was like trying to show people how you can move on and evolve with yourself even whenever something bad does happen. I found this information through roughtrade.com. Another big part of what affects his music is all of the relationships that he has. Him and his first wife got divorced, and he did have a song about her. It was called Rest Rose. And all of his new girlfriends are kind of in his songs, kind of not. But whenever he has a breakup, he kind of mentions them. And his new girlfriend is in one of his songs, Smaller Acts. And I got this information from usmagazine.com. My purpose was to inform my audience about the aspects of Zach Bryan's life. I showed you guys the difference before he was famous, the difference between his albums, and the events that affected his music. My first key idea was Bryan's life before becoming famous. My second key idea was the difference between his new albums and his old albums. My third idea was the events that affected Zach's music. I hope the audience listens to Bryan's music with a new purpose and a different point of view, knowing what he has experienced and how his life has been. I hope this speech showed the difference in Bryan's life and all of his accomplishments. Thank you.